Hello everyone, welcome to free machine learning classes. My name is Priyanka Pradhan and today's topic is Pandas. So let's start with the Pandas. Basically, it is one of the most important library in Python. It is used for importing and managing the data sets in Python for machine learning. That is a Pandas, very useful library in Python for managing the data sets. So for starting with the pandas, we need to import the pandas as a PD. This is import and as is a keyword, and this pandas is a library that you need to import it. Right, and this PD is a alias that is used for pandas. You can use another also, but this is a standard. That's why it is considered as PD. Right. So in pandas, there are kind of a data frames. Pandas data frames is a two-dimensional, potentially heterogeneous tabular data structure with enabled labeled axes that's considered as rows and columns. Data frames is a two-dimensional data structure that data is aligned in the tabular fashion in rows and columns. That will be seen in the implementation part. For example, this is a kind of a tabular form, and in this tabular form, we have certain rows and columns as seen. These are the attributes, or we can call this as an columns, and in the these are the horizontally, right, and this is vertically being considered as a row, so that is numbered as starting from 0 to 6. These are the data that we can see in between. It is a heterogeneous, not of the one type. It consists of a string data types, consists of a floating numbers or integers as per your requirement of data. So to analyze this data, we have a pandas to represent it, to take an input, that is to read the data how in the tabular form. Pandas is very much useful library. How to use and for what purpose pandas is used to make an analysis of the data. Pandas is used to make the manipulations in data manipulations and the visualizations of data. Pandas is used in Python. Now the coding sessions will be on the Jupyter notebook. So this was all about little introductions of pandas. Now I'll be starting with the pandas practically. Let's start with the Anaconda. You need to install Anaconda in your system. That can be downloaded from the Google, right? So I have already downloaded, so I'm starting with the Anaconda prompt. This is Anaconda prompt. Now here I will be opening Jupyter notebook. This is an interface for the Jupyter where you will be working with the pandas. This is already I have made for you. So let's start with the pandas. I have told you in the previous video of NumPy that how to create these folders, how to create a Python file. I'm just repeating it. So this is a way to include a Python file or any folder, and this is a root directory. These are the Python files which I have already created for you. So let's see. First of all, going to the data frames, we should know what is actually the series is. This is very important because to go for the data frames, we should know actually what is series. Series creating a series with a data and index. We have the data as well as we have a index. So this is a simple syntax of creating a series, right? So this data, what it can be, this data can be any scalar value, which can be integer or any string, or it can be the Python dictionary, which can be any key or value pair, or you can take, instead of data, you can take ND array in this. So for first of all, you have to import pandas to use the pandas in your programs. You have writing this statement like import pandas as PD, and to run this line or this cell, this is a cell. To run this cell, I just press Shift and Enter. This is being executed, and also the other way to execute this is to go over run, and it will be executed, right? So this is now the pandas has been imported. Suppose I want a data, because in this we have a data and index. I need to create it. I have told you what is data. Data is simply a scalar value or a dictionary or ND array. So I have to create the data. to take in this. So data can be anything. Just consider it a data. You can take it any data. I'm taking it different with this. Right. So this is my data. Now I will press Shift Enter. It is being executed. Suppose I want to create a series of this data. What I can do, I simply write this one. This is marked down. We have to change it to the code. Now we will create a series. Take a variable of a series SR1, let it be. Now I will use PD for pandas alias dot and then series function. Remember this S of series will be capital, otherwise it will show error. Now inside the bracket we will pass the data. This data will be the same as you have taken over here. Now press Shift Enter. Right. Now I want to see that what is inside the series. This is how your series is being displayed. This index is being considered of its own because I have not considered any index over here. That is why if I would be giving an index, then it will take an index of my own created. Let's see an example of this. I just take an index. Index equals to whatever the index you feel like. Suppose I take A, comma B, comma C. How many elements are there? It is missing. Single quote is missing. This. And here also single quote. This will be written in single quote, then comma, then D. Then as there are 5 values, so I will consider the index as 5. Right. So E F. Right. So you have considered is as a index. Now execute it. It's showing error. Why? This is A. This is B. This is C, D, E, O. Here one single comma was missing. Right. Now I will execute it. It will be executed. So I got the index over here. Now what I will do, I will take a second series and then I just ed dot series, and inside the series I will write my data as I have considered in the above variable data, and index also I have created of my own, and then I will execute this. This is showing data, some syntax error. ed dot series, what is showing? The length of past values is 5, index is implies 6. Okay, one extra we have taken, so it's like this, right? Now execute it. Now it's been executed. Now I want to see the series 2 like this. Now these are the index what I have considered of my own like this. And this was it already automatically taken an index because you have not given it. Okay. Now this is what about the data and indexes you have taken. Now consider any dictionary I want to take it. How I will take the dictionary? This was a simple series consist of scalar values. I want to take a series of the dictionary. What I can do, I simply create my dictionary of my own. Dictionary is created always in curly braces, and these consist of key and value pairs, right? Suppose I take this one. Now colon, and this is the value of the key Monday. Second one value is B colon 3, and then again colon 4. Right. So this is the key value pair that I have been considering. Right. This is a key and this is a value. Right. Now this is a dictionary what is being created, and this is the corresponding values. Now I will shift enter. Now dictionary is being created, and in my next series, that is equals to what I want to display this as a series. Right. This is a dictionary. So what I will do, ed dot then series, and then inside the series I will pass this variable. Shift enter. This is a series we created. Now I want to see what's inside this. Simply this. So this is what? This is a simple key and this is a value of dictionary. So you can consider the dictionary as a series also, as we have seen. Now if I want to display a list, this list as a form of a series, what I can do? I can simply take a variable and I will take a pt dot series And inside the series, I will take a list. Suppose this is a list and another list also I want to take. Just take a list again, right? These are the two lists inside the this. Now I press enter. List is being considered. I want to see what's inside this variable. Press shift enter. Now this is. So this is a list that you have created. Now it will consider as this as a data. It's taking as this as data and this is index, this is data. What I can do is to treat this as a single this one, I can take this whole it will be treating as whole as list, right? Now you can see 0 is an index that Python has considered itself, and this is my list, one list, and this is a second list that I have created over here, right? So this is how earlier it was considering as this as an index and this as a series, because I have considered, I have simply put only one square braces, that is one, right? So this is how you can deal with a list in Python. Now I suppose I just want only the values, right? I want only these 2, 3, and 4, and I don't want this index value. What I can do, I can simply write series SR4 because this variables contain SR4 variable, and dot value attribute can be used. Values attribute. Now I press enter. I will be with only the values like 2, 3, 4 was a value. So I only get only values. In case I want only index, what I can do, I simply write SR4 and then I write the attribute index, that is index. Right, now press enter. I will get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which was the index in this. Right, now I want to know the data type. What I can do, I simply write some code and then the data. Right, so it's integer 64-bit, right? If you want to change it, you can also change as per your requirement, right? Suppose I want to find out the sum of the values, right? So what I can do, I simply write some function which is predefined in Python. It is 9, right? Simply it will sum up all the values, only values. In case I want product of all the values, what I can do, simply use the product function. That is this. It will give you the product of all the values. Now I want to find out the mean of all the values. What I can do, I can simply take the variables and use the predefined mean function in Python. This is the mean of all the values. And for maximum, for finding out the maximum of all, that means use the max function in Python, that is this one, and press shift enter. This is for max of all the values, right? You can also check that in SR, maximum value is 4, and you can check the mean, you can check the product, whether it's coming right or wrong, right? So this is how you can find it out the maximum value, as well as if series 4, I want a minimum of all the values, what you can do, you simply write a shift enter. This is a minimum of all, that is 2 and is the minimum, right? We can see also in this one, like here, it is a 2 is the minimum value among all, right? So coming to this is all the basic function. There are many functions. You can go through over the data frames functions, series functions. Now, if I just want, suppose I want one or more dictionary or one or more series to be the kind of in the tabular form. What I can do for that purpose, we use a data frame, right? So how to create a data frame? Till now we have created we deal with a series. Now I just want to be dealing with the data frame. What I can do, it's suppose I'm just taking any data, right? I want 2, 3 dictionaries over here and want to display it. Suppose I take one dictionary, right? Dictionary 1 equals to curly braces, and then in single quotes, I write A, then in colon, the value of A is 1. This is a value of A, right? Similarly for B, then I write colon, then I just create a value as 2, then comma, then again this one, C, and then again colon, and again 3. So this is one of the list I have created. Shift enter, dictionary 1 is being created. Now I want second dictionary, like for example, I want second dictionary. This also have the same value. So this is A, right? This one, it has a value 6. Another value I consider is as B, and this is having a 7 value, and again I just want another value that is equals to C and colon, and then it's suppose 8. Right, now I shift enter. This is a second dictionary I have created. Now I want one more dictionary I want to create it. Suppose I want first dictionary and then a colon, and its value can be dictionary 1, right? And then again comma, then second index, at second index I want dictionary 2, dictionary 2, right? So this is being created and this is dictionary 3. Now I want to execute it. Now I want a data frame of all these 3, right? So what I can do, I just write a data frame. It is a variable pd dot data frame, right? Now I just pass this dictionary 3 in my data frame, right? So this is a data frame. It's been executed. I want to see what's inside the df. Let's see. Now see. This is the value it has taken. It's 1, it's B, it's C. A and B are the same. So this, now we can see we have created, just a minute, dictionary 1, dictionary 2. A is this, B is this, and C is this. Again, this one is B and C. And this is the first value giving to the dictionary 1. I have used dictionary. Okay. Now, what it's been done. Now see. Dictionary 1 is consisting of value. This is a key and it has a value. Similarly, this is a key value, key value. And dictionary 2 is also having the key value pairs. Now in dictionary 3, I have first, and in this I have passed dictionary 1, and in second, I have passed dictionary 2. I want to frame this as a tabular form. I pass the dictionary 3 in the data frame. Now the data is being framed and it has been considered the first and second. It's been seen first and second is acting as a column. And as the indexes, as the keys of both of the dictionary 1 and 2 is what? Same. It is same. So the values are different. So this will be acting as index. I repeat, dictionary 1 and dictionary 2 have the same key values, right? Values are different, but key values are same. Keys are same. So this will be acting as index for data frame. And this are the colons for this. And this is a kind of a values that you have given in all of the dictionaries. So this is how you can make a data frames in Python, right? Now suppose this was a dictionary and I want a series. I want whole series to be included in the data frame. What I can do, suppose let's see, I create one series sr1 equals to what? ed dot series, right? I want a series as a data frame, right? So bracket, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one series. I executed, shift enter. Then sr2. Now this is a second series, ed dot series, right? And this is what the second, this one. These are 4 values I have taken and then shift enter, right? So now I'm creating one dictionary. Let's have a dictionary that is 5. And then let's suppose it's Wednesday, right? It has a value as series 1, SR1, right? And second value is month, right? Colon. And in this I pass SR2, series 2. Now I execute, it's been executed in dictionary form. 5. I want a data frame, let us consider data frame 3, and then I just write ed dot data frame, D and F should be capital to make a data frame. I pass the dictionary 5, and pass the dictionary 5 in this data frame. Now you see the data frame is being created. Now I want to see that df5, df3 is equals to what? You can see index has been created 0, 1, 2, 3 in the tabular form. Wednesday and month, these are the key values that it has taken from the dictionary 5 because I have passed dictionary 5 in this data frame. And the values are of list that you have passed in series. So this is how you can deal with the data frames in the form of the series, in the form of the dictionary, and in the form of scalar values, all what we have seen, right? So thank you friends for watching this, and more will be covered in the next video, in which I'll be telling you how to read the CSV file, how to deal with the data that is in Excel format.